Hi everybody, welcome back. My chicken coop has a secret feature, and it's something that I don't know why more chicken keepers don't incorporate this feature into their coops. It's something I've been planning on since I built the coop 2 winters ago, and some of my eagle-eyed subscribers have spotted what would lead to this feature in the making of video that I posted. And that video now has over 500,000 views. Specifically, this feature is the ability to have 2 flocks in one coop. But why would a person want to have 2 flocks in one coop? I'll explain. I made a separate video about how I set up the salad bar. There's a link in the description of this video to that video if you want to learn more about it. Chickens have one of 2 reactions when there's something new in their lives. Be scared of it, be deathly afraid of it, and or kill it. And so if you're trying to introduce new chickens into your coop, that's kind of a problem. In my instance, I wanted the ability to have chicks also in the same coop where I have my chickens. But knowing that there was a high probability of them to get injured, I needed to figure out a better way of introducing them so that we didn't go to that worst case scenario where there were injuries and deaths. When I was building the coop, I knew that this is something that I wanted to be able to do. I wanted to take a broody hen, stick her in a corner with some eggs, and let her raise the chicks the way she knows how to. But I really couldn't get my head around it. And so when I was building the coop, I decided for the time being to just make sure there was a separate opening into this end of the run. That way I could fence off this little section of the run. They could see each other, but not harm each other. But as far as the interior goes, how I would divide that up, I don't know, I couldn't get my head around it. I had a bunch of projects last year to worry about. And so now that I had chicks living in my basement in the brooder that I built down there, I realized, okay, I really do need to figure out how to get the brooder set up in the chicken coop. Here's how I divided it up on the inside. I wanted the doors on the entrance to the coop for the people to be able to kind of block off access independently to each of the sections of the brooder. Now, when I built this fenced off section last week, remember how I said chickens don't like new things? Well, they were terrified. When they saw this built in here, they were absolutely terrified. And so it took me several days of literally they were sleeping in the run. I'd have to pick them up, move them into the coop, set them on the perches. And then after about 3 days, they were like, okay, it's not so bad. And then on that third night, introduced the chicks into the coop. And I thought, oh great, this is gonna throw them for another tizzy, but so far so good. Anyway, the basic idea is there is a vertical area inside the coop, and this area allows access to just that one door. And then my chickens can interact on this side of the coop, go up all the way to the roof or up to the ceiling, and have their own separate door. Eventually, this section that's blocked off will get converted into some kind of a door. Maybe it's a small door that only they can fit through. I've also entertained the idea of maybe some kind of a chicken tunnel that kind of stretches into the run. I haven't really decided yet what the best approach is. But the basic idea is to prevent anyone from getting hurt in these early interactions and get everybody on board that this is okay. Nobody needs to be worried. Nobody needs to panic about this new visitor. Obviously, I made exterior access to the brooder run that makes it possible for me to change their food and their water. And I know that there's going to come a time when it gets a little bit crowded in here. And so I tried to put in more roosting bars than I actually need to make sure that there's as much space as possible for everyone to move to while we're awaiting that moment in time where they're big enough to kind of go out into the bigger run without there being a risk of injury. So what do you think? Are we going to be hospitable to the new members of the family? I'm talking about you, Cooper. You specifically. I think he'll do all right. He's a good boy. So that's what I'm working on right now, trying to figure out the safest, lowest drama way of introducing new members to a flock. Do you have something that you do that you like, that works? I'd love to hear about it. Nope, they came straight out and they enjoyed me rambling, because that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just riffing. That's what I do, I riff. Whew. Strangely smart chicks, and I'll go into that later. I don't know what I'm talking about. Keep the drama down. And so that's one of the things that I was trying to, okay, rambling much? Yeah. Visit wineberryhill.com. Can't remember my own web address. It's bad. Everyone involved to be a little bit calmer about the time when eventually, I said a little bit calmer.
Okay, what were you saying?
If you made it this far in the video, please do all that YouTube stuff, liking, subscribing, especially commenting. And if you would like to support the channel in additional ways, such as downloading the plans for the chicken coop shirts, you can visit wineberryhill.com. And as always, if you like this video, you might like these.